Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marissa with another video. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different from what you've seen before about informational videos on how to real estate invest, and then also tips about programs and stuff that the District of Columbia has going on to help homeowners and to also help you as an investor. But today I'm going to talk about your favorite real estate TV shows. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I don't know about you, but I used to be an avid HGTV watcher, where that just gave me all the creativity and really got me excited about real estate outside of, my background and my history. If you don't know, watch some of my earlier videos. Just to get out there and start doing stuff, especially rehab, or renovating properties, fixing and flipping, whatever you want to call it. Because that's all you saw on TV. You saw people turning an ugly house, making it really beautiful, and it made me want to do it too, especially with interior design and just picking furniture and all that other cool stuff, right? So with this video, I'm going to talk about some of your favorite HGTV shows. Some of them not just on HGTV, on other channels as well. I'm not here to bash the actors, I'm not here to bash anyone on those channels or anything on those TV shows. I'm just here to tell my truth about what I see happens in them, and if I really think that they're legit. So the first show I'm going to talk about is House Hunters. House Hunters isn't necessarily my favorite show because it usually comes on after Property Brothers. Are you okay? Property Brothers. That was actually one of my favorite TV shows. Then they had a lot of spin-off shows, which I thought was pretty cool. It really gave light to different things that happen in real estate, like competitions, and then also just renovating people's properties and basically the general outlay of what other shows do. Like I said, that was one of my favorite shows. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I did read, however, a complaint about the contract that they had where they showed all the other rooms in the house that were renovated, but they never showed the basement or anything like that. I haven't watched every single possible episode, so I can't confirm or deny that. But definitely, I would say, if you do love those shows, don't just take it at face value. Make sure you do your homework, do your research on them to see if they're legit or not or anything like that. The other show is $1 Million Listing. I think that show is actually really funny because they bring a lot of high-level agents into the picture to get listings of multi-million-dollar luxury homes, and they're fighting with each other over it. I don't know if that's just part of the drama they want to add to it, because I've seen some hilarious scenes, but that's a really nice show because it shows different levels of real estate. Like, you have the regular homeowners that are looking for houses, and you have the people that have tons and tons of money to spend, and what they look for in showing their houses. For $1 Million Listings, they have some broker opens with extravagant parties and different entertainers and actors, and it was really cool, different storylines to the house or the property that they're showing, and it gives a different taste and a different atmosphere of real estate, which I like too. Flip or Flop. When I first saw that show and I saw how they were giving the evaluations of the property at the end of the show, if it was going to be a flip or a flop, a lot of the times I thought a lot of the projects were flops because the numbers just didn't make sense. Like, they would show you the construction costs, they would show you how things kept adding up, they would show you the acquisition of the property, and then they would show you what they want to sell it for. I'm not in the California market, so definitely, like I said, do your own research. I just don't see where the money came in there. Like, they were almost always pricing their houses above the market value because they felt that they put so much into it, and it deserves to have that higher price range. I don't know. I haven't seen the closing documents on any of those properties. I don't know the full story behind all of them, but that show didn't seem to be completely credible. Outside of the fact that they had a kind of a public divorce, because they are on TV, we all see them, and they have fans. After I saw an episode after that whole issue came about, I didn't think the show was genuine anymore, because you can see how awkward it was between the two people involved in the show. So I'm not trying to get into anyone's business about divorce or anything like that, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to talk about the show. So that's just my take on it. It's nice and it gives drama and suspense and all that other stuff, but I couldn't see the value or them making any money off of the properties that they were flipping. So I thought that show was an actual flop. Love It or List It. I actually love the original Love It or List It show because it was very, very real. Like when the homeowners would give the budget on what they want to do for the house, and they have this huge laundry list, and then have a budget of like $30,000, $50,000, and she's just like, I can't do that. I need more money. She's being serious. She needs more money because it takes money to make a house look beautiful. I'm not saying it takes a ridiculous amount of money, but if you're going to have a whole laundry list of moving walls, finding space, building structures and all this other stuff, redoing bathrooms and kitchens, moving stuff around, it costs money, and I don't think people understand that. Especially for the other spouse that didn't want to move, that wanted to move and looking for another house. Yes, you need money for it. Yes, they think selling the current house that they're in is going to give them the money to buy that new house, but that show was just really, really interesting. That was actually one of my favorite shows. Love It or List It too. I love how they brought a younger group, a younger couple together to do the different parts of renovation and being an agent, a buyer's agent and buyer-seller agent. And they had technology involved and all the other cool stuff, but it wasn't really my favorite. I love the original. Property Virgins. I love Egypt. I just love her to death. I follow her on social media, and I love her spirit. She's honest. She lets her clients do what they need to do. She lets them go around the house, see what they like about it, and picture what they can do with the house, because it is going to be their home. And outside of being an agent, she does renovate houses as well, and she knows design, she knows structures and all that other stuff. So I really like her because she seems to be a really nice person, and she knows what she's doing, and she's not misinforming people about the process or anything like that. And she has a good history and a good background of the real estate industry, and I really like that show because of it. My last but not least, my favorite show of all time is Fixer Upper with Joe and Chip. I'm really upset when they were announcing that they weren't going to continue for another season, but Joe announced she was having a baby, so I was so happy about that. Appreciated them having a professional interior design person bringing together the house, and having her husband, them have a construction company to put all the pieces together and work together. And I know a lot of the times when I see some rehabbers that I know, or some people that I see do projects, they can't fit the two together. Like, they would have construction done, but it wouldn't fit with the overall architecture of the house. So I really love that, and I love their story. I love how they include their family. They stay true to themselves. They seem like a really lovely couple. What else can I say about them? They really embody Waco, Texas, which is where they're from. And they really put the community together and have them involved with different projects and stuff like that. So that's one of my favorite shows. I don't know about you. So if you have any comments about any of the shows that I've mentioned, definitely leave a comment below, or just tell me which shows you like as well. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. The button is right there.